Hello and happy Christmas Eve! Today I am here at the Fishhawk Nature Preserve. This is one of the hiking spree locations. And if you do come here, there is a parking pay station. Let me flip this phone around and show you. So it is the same pay station as you would pay if you were going to Lithia Springs. It's literally right inside the area. Down there's the Lithia Springs area. And here we are for the Fishhawk Nature Preserve. Here we have the sign for the Hillsborough County Hiking Spree, so we're going to go ahead and follow that trail today. Now we're not going to the springs today, but I did want to show you there's an RV coming. It's leaving the springs area, and there is camping here. So, in Florida, we have just more than state parks that are available for camping. A lot of the county parks also have some camping options too. If you're looking directly at the parking area, the hiking spree trail starts on the right-hand side. It is an absolutely beautiful day today. And they are open today on Christmas Eve. They're going to be closed, I believe, on Christmas Day. But here we do have a map. So it's just this red trail loop and loop around. So one of the first things I notice as I'm leaving the parking lot area, a bit hard to tell on camera, but let me turn around. This is actually quite a hill. I'm always looking for places to go to work on hills for speed and strength, so this may be a really good option if you're looking for a place. I'm really digging this trail. There's some patches of a lot of sand, but most of it is pretty hard packed. And lots of shade. Again, in Florida, we're always looking for those shady paths, especially for the summertime. I could see this place getting really, really busy in the summer, though, with a lot of people going to the springs here. But this is really nice. Saw a little man-made trail here. So we're going to go ahead and walk off the main trail for a moment. Wow. A lot of the hikes in this area just always look very prehistoric to me. Very peaceful and calm too. We have another little off the beaten path trail here, and there's actually going to be a geocache down here as well. So we'll see where this little path goes, see if we can find the geocache. Wow, I wasn't sure about this little side path, but this was definitely worth walking down. Look at this. Wow. So we're right by the river here. Look at all of these cypress knobs. Wow, this is cool. This is really cool. Continued walking down a little bit more, and it almost just gets even more magical the further down you go on this mystery path. So we'll go a little further. It looks like there's another path over here. And if we can't get up this path, you can see it straight ahead beneath this palm frond, then we'll just go back the way we came. But absolutely spectacular. Here we're at our first little bit of fork in the road. Hiking spree turn left. And we have a nice little bridge here we're going to go across. So nothing too exciting over here. The better view was definitely back on that unsanctioned path. But still beautiful. Might be a little hard to see. It's a little woodpecker. Obviously before the hurricanes there was more tree cover, but there's still a good amount. And one thing that I really like is kind of the up and downs. We have a little path over here. I was wondering what this was going to be because there's a sign here, no wading, no swimming, alligators present. but I think there's somebody down there, so I might wait and come back afterwards. I also like the fact that there are a bunch of people on this trail today. I think most people are pretty much done for the day. They went in the morning. I came a little bit later, but it's kind of nice because you don't feel as alone. And just with like, you know, any kind of like wild animals out there, it always makes me feel a little bit better when a trail is a little more trafficked, especially like compared to Little Manatee River, which is probably my favorite trail, where oftentimes you won't see anybody out there. It is nice to have other people around. The way this trail works is it's an out and back, and then we have a loop. The first out and back that we've done is about 0.9 miles, and then this loop is about 1.2 miles. So what's nice about it is you could do the loop as many times as you want to get a desired distance complete. Although it's looking like this is just going to be grass versus that's where we came from, beautiful forest. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I think I'm going to go to the right. I sure do hope it's not this grassy boringness, but if it is, it is, and we'll report back. Definitely bummed out about this part of the path. Very tall grass, all that fun stuff. Not a lot of tree cover. So I almost, like if I came back here, I almost would do that first part of the trail and then just turn around. Even if I like repeated that trail a couple times to get my miles in, because this is definitely just like a typical unmaintained grass, boring Florida trail that I try to avoid. I'm actually really surprised that this trail is so unkempt, considering that it is a hiking spree trail. Usually when they designate those trails, they come in and clean them out a bit better. So yeah, this is actually a little bit shocking. You can really see super tall grass over here. And you can just imagine in the summertime how rough it would be to hike through here as well. As we continue on this loop, as you can see, the trail is much more enjoyable now. Gone is the grass, replaced by just dirt and a little bit of shade. But it looks like as we round this little bend here, we're going to be back in the sun. Just as I thought this path was redeeming itself, not so much. And we were able to at least find one geocache today. This is how they look sometimes. They're two little like soda bottle caps screwed together. I don't know how they do it. But look how old this is. It even has the enter code for mycokerewards.com. That is insane. When's the last time you saw one of those? And geocache number 2 is in the books. We're almost done with this loop, and I will say it's like 50-50. This southern part of it isn't that bad, so I guess maybe it's just that northern leg that is grassy and harder to traverse. So I'm not going to say I absolutely hate this path at all. The first, half was definitely much better, but this isn't too bad. Normally I wouldn't pay much attention to these butterflies, but that one is actually the mascot of this year's hiking spree. It's down the trail now. But yeah, kind of cool to actually see one out here on the trails. On the way out, I skipped this area because there was somebody down here, and it's not that I'm afraid of people, it's that if I'm recording, I would rather just, wait and come back. So we're gonna go head down. It's a bit treacherous. So once I get down to the bottom, I'll start recording again. Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But we have another river outcrop here. Definitely not as scenic as that other one. That one was really spectacular. But a nice place nonetheless. So we'll continue to head back towards the parking area now. The only part of the trail that I may hate more than tall grass are these rocks. I don't know why they put them in here, but they're all very unbalanced. So it's like you're constantly tripping over rocks in this area. Not a fan. We are almost done. Just have to go up this big hill and we'll be back at the parking lot. Once you see that you completed your hike sign, you know we are all done. So thanks so much for joining me on another Hillsborough County Hiking Spree hike. If you're watching this because you're trying to decide which hikes you want to do, I would go ahead and give you a thumbs up on this trail. If you do this trail, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one. Here's a little bonus content for you. I've never been here before, but this is the spring, the Lithia Springs. So I'm not sure how there's people down there because it's closed today, but you know, that's a question for somebody else. But it's really nice. You can really see the color of the water. It's nice and clear. So yeah, if you're here, you can easily go on a day that it's open and do your hike, come here for a little swim afterwards. I was able to actually come down here. I didn't realize it was open. See the little fish in the water. There's a bigger fish there. So yeah, I guess I could have come in and done some hiking and done some swimming today. Lots of fish in here. It's probably easier to see those from up above, but those are definitely some armored catfish in the water. There was one decently close to the shore, but it started swimming away from me. You can see a few more in the water over here. Lots and lots of fish. Yeah, I had no idea this was going to be open today. Had I known, I probably would have brought my bathing suit. And especially for it to be this quiet, because oftentimes in the summer, it's completely, you know, shut down for over-occupancy. All the way at this back end now, and you can see in the middle where there's that water agitation, that is actually a natural spring bubbling up. Pretty cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that bonus content today. I was not expecting to be able to get down here, and it's amazing that it's pretty much empty today. So we'll leave it at that. I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas tomorrow, a great New Year, and again, I will see you on the next video.